How's it going, guys? KO Boxing Vibe back on the ting again. Quick breakdown, man. Obviously, we had the fight Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, and somehow Tyson Fury knows how to keep surviving these onslaughts, taking the right hand, getting back off the canvas. Looked like he was going to get stopped in that fourth round, but the guy managed to still stick in there, and get the job done and knock out Deontay Wilder. Question is, how did Tyson Fury you know, managed to survive and not end up getting stopped in that fourth round? What were the little details? What were the little slipping of shots? What were the little things that Tyson Fury was doing in order to evade Deontay Wilder's right hand and, not take enough punishment to end up getting stopped on the canvas? So that is very much what I'm going to be breaking down in this 55-second video, really, of where BT obviously released this behind the scenes footage, which a little bit gives me a little bit more of a close up look at what Tyson Fury was doing. Compared to obviously when you watch the fight live, there's little stuff that you're just not gonna see. You're just more in the thrill of the fight. But let's jump into it, man. What did Tyson Fury do? What were the little things that he was doing? So let's jump into it, man. So obviously we got here Tyson Fury. You just obviously got banged on. Obviously he took the big right hand. You know, the fact that he even took the big right hand and even got up itself is what literally shocks me. Because if you watch the fight, really, you like on the full fight, you actually literally see the shockwave of the shot go through Tyson Fury's back. Like, this guy was literally shook to his boots. How on earth this guy got off the canvas, only God knows. But let's continue. Tyson Fury saying, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Even Tyson Fury said he was dizzy after getting dropped by that. But yeah, Tyson Fury here looking to re-engage. But you see here, Deontay Wilder, telegraphing that right hand. Here, he wants to set up the right hand. He's looking to, you know, go after Tyson Fury here in the sense that he wants to, lift that right left hand out, stick the left hand out to line them up to gauge the distance to throw the right hand. But Tyson Fury is quite aware of how Deontay Wilder, quite telegraphing it. Watch probably hundred, many of Deontay Wilder's fights, knowing what Deontay Wilder does when he wants to set up the right hand. But you see here, Tyson Fury taking that step back. We check that again. Wilder looking to set the right hand. Tyson Fury taking that step back, just to try and get out of Deontay Wilder's range. Fighters like Dominic Brazil, even Luis Ortiz, sitting in range, end up getting clipped direct through the chin. And, Tyson Fury knows exactly what Deontay Wilder's trying to do here. Trying to get out of range, make it difficult for Deontay Wilder to really line up that left hand and then, to detonate that right following right hand. But let's see. Yeah, Deontay Wilder stops. You see how Deontay Wilder stops? Because he knows now that you can see now the distance here between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder's way out of range to, you know, land that right hand. And that is the work of Tyson Fury. This is someone that just took a big right hand and got dropped on the canvas in devastating fashion. You see what Tyson Fury is doing here. If we carry on, you see that, you see that, run that thing back, run that thing back. You see what Tyson Fury does there. Deontay Wilder, you know, because he knows that Tyson Fury is more, further back in terms of near the ropes. He tries to. I think he kind of overextends in the sense that he's not. He's kind of. He really wants to get at Tyson Fury here. He knows Tyson Fury's moved out of range. He kind of goes for it. He goes for it. He moves in range. He moves in range. Now, Deontay Wilder, we know how he does. He's going to set up that left hand, stick that left hand out. If he can feel your chin or he's remotely close to your chin, straight following right hand. So, Deontay Wilder's right hand right here. He's looking to come straight in for the target right here on Tyson Fury's chin, Dominic Brazil style. But if you see what Tyson Fury does next, you see Deontay Wilder's. He's looking. You can see Deontay Wilder's left hand right here. His left hand right here. He's trying to line up Tyson Fury for the following right hand. Tyson Fury kind of expecting what is to come. He's looking to throw that left hand jab out already. He's looking to throw that left hand jab out already in order to offset Deontay Wilder from being able to really generate that power or to even land with any kind of accuracy, because that left hand's going to cancel out that right hand, and we're going to see what's going to happen next here. Watch. You see that? Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury puts that left hand out. Deontay Wilder is looking to throw his own right hand here, but where's the target? That target has completely disappeared, completely vanished. Deontay Wilder's throwing that right hand. He's going to be throwing that at Tyson Fury's arm, or that shot right hand is going to be flying right over Tyson Fury's head just because of the angle. Just because of that angle, that shot is not going to be having the purchase that it needs to really cause Tyson Fury any real problems. And if we see what happens next, obviously the footage right here, you got it. Where's Deontay Wilder's right hand? This is on the top of Tyson Fury's head. This ain't through the target. This is all happening because of the maneuver that Tyson Fury set up right here, throwing out that jab, you know, offsetting Deontay Wilder's right hand where it can't, go through the target. It's gonna just fob off kind of Tyson Fury's shoulder right here. Deontay Wilder, he can't even. Wilder's not even set. He doesn't even know where he's throwing his right hand right now. He literally doesn't know where it's going. He's just gonna throw it, you know, right here. And even the angle at which Deontay Wilder's even throwing the right hand from is not, Deontay, but Tyson Fury's movement there, just with the jab, has completely removed Deontay Wilder's momentum. And even if it does, like, it's not going to land with the power required to really put this guy to sleep. And then Tyson Fury kind of tries to survive here, slip, throws that his own little right hand there. You can see what's going on here. Deontay Wilder tries to throw a left hand. And to be honest, Deontay Wilder's quite fond of doing this. He never, we've never really seen Deontay Wilder throw proper left hooks. They're always little, like, kind of slapping left hooks. And a shot like this, is this, really gonna, there's not much power generated from the legs. Is there really anything in a shot like this? But nevertheless, we continue. That shot misses. Deontay Wilder's kind of off balance here. He tries to restabilize himself to get that balance back, hobbling there. And, this is when we're going to really see the meat on the bones of how on earth Tyson Fury was still in his wits in this fight. Watch this. Deontay Wilder come absolutely in range here. He's able to literally touch Tyson Fury with that left hand. He's got that right hand right here set to detonate on Tyson Fury, through the guard here, because because if you look at it, Tyson Fury's left hand is down. So the gap is there for Deontay Wilder to land this right hand. So where are we? He is there to land this right hand. Let me quickly get back. This is it. Continue. Go, 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 go. That's it. So he is right here in range to detonate this right hand on Tyson Fury. The gap is there. He's completely in range. He's going to throw this right hand through with devastating momentum. And Tyson Fury decides that today's not the day I'm getting knocked out. So it continues. Deontay Wilder right in range here. If you watch Tyson Fury, he's already looking to slip this shot. You see this? Watch Tyson Fury's movement. Deontay Wilder, he's looking to detonate this right hand. The gap is there to crack Tyson Fury this big shot. But as we see, Tyson Fury just ever so slightly slipping off to this side. Slipping off to this just slightly. Even the right hand just maybe grazing Tyson Fury but not landing flush. Stuck in his head to that left side. Right here, and this is what even surprises me the most, because Deontay Wilder's looking to follow through with a left hook, and to be honest, it's very much like the right hand left hook he landed in that 12th round. It's slightly like that, but Deontay Wilder's looking to, wing that left hand round to land that flush on Tyson Fury's chin. or very much on the temple at the very least. And somehow Tyson Fury, has caught that in the corner of his eye. He's seen it, and what do we get here? It's coming through. The left hook supposed to be coming through. Oh my! No one can tell me this ain't like the 12th round, man. If this shot lands, Tyson Fury might be on the canvas. It's not even might be. He's probably knocked out cold if this shot lands, man. So we see it coming through here. We circle that. This is the left hook of Deontay Wilder that's supposed to be landing clean on Tyson Fury's chin. Whether even if it's not direct to the chin, anywhere on Tyson Fury's head with any sort of force, Tyson Fury would be in serious trouble, especially if he's caught flush with this shot. But Tyson Fury somehow, with the corner of his eye, slipping this shot. You see that? Absolutely incredible stuff from Tyson Fury. This is someone that's taken a big right hand, flush on the chin, that's supposed to have just put him to sleep. Legs are supposed to be gone. He's not supposed to know where he is. But somehow this guy still be able to have the coordination to know that a left hook is coming and he slips out of range. Slipping that left hook. Unbelievable stuff. He slips this left hook. You know, you see how the follow through that Deontay Wilder gets on that? You see the follow through Deontay Wilder gets on that, literally sending his arm all the way this way. This is the follow through that is Tyson Fury supposed to be, taking clean on his chin. And Fury here, moving completely out of range. Incredible stuff from Tyson Fury. We continue. Deontay Wilder is still trying to line him up for a right hand. Here, he's trying to land the uppercut there. He tried to Deontay Wilder trying to line him up again, but Tyson Fury lands a big right hand of his own, and Deontay Wilder is still here trying. Obviously, a little kind of a scrap. He's landed a little cuffing shot at the back of corner of Tyson Fury's ear, the back just corner at the back of his ear, the back of his back of his head. Some people say back of his head, yeah, borderline, and Tyson Fury is then on the canvas. But the stuff that Tyson Fury did to not the biggest shots that he avoided to not get knocked out is absolutely incredible. If you just, if I just run it, I'm just gonna let this video run. You see Tyson Fury here trying to reset. He's jockeying back because he knows Deontay Wilder's trying to throw the right hand. Sticks the jab out to stop Deontay Wilder from lining him up properly to offset him, to get him off balance. Slip that shot, slip that left hand there. Slip the big right hand, slip the left hand. Still doesn't want to, still trying to survive. Ends up taking that coffin right hand at the back of his head, ends up on the canvas. Not really a devastating shot. Tyson Fury clearly in his wits, but man, this guy has, this guy is unbelievable. People don't, I had to really watch this fourth round to see. I said, like, how did Tyson Fury survive, man? I said, I saw this video clip. I said, listen, let me just make a little quick breakdown, a little analysis of this, but unbelievable stuff from Tyson Fury here. And for me, after seeing what Tyson Fury was able to do here, I'm sorry, but Dillian Whyte knocked out cold for me. AJ, he's gonna take the big right hand. For me, if Deontay Wilder lands the big right hand on AJ, he's at the very least in serious trouble. And the vast majority of the heavyweight division, I don't see a lot of them, especially the guys haven't got the movement and the agility and the boxing IQ that Tyson Fury's got. I don't see them being able to survive the big right hand, and even if they do survive that one shot, being able to evade Deontay Wilder's punches like this, and still have their wits about them. This is someone in Tyson Fury that took the big right hand, flush on the chin, banged shockwaves through his body, absolutely, in serious trouble, that he even said he was in trouble himself, has the wits to gauge the distance, throw that jab out there to stop Deontay Wilder from successfully landing a right hand. Can AJ do that? Can Dillian Whyte do this? How on earth will they slip the shot? How on earth are they going to do this? Right here, Dillian Whyte is knocked out. AJ, for me, is knocked out. Right there, Jarrell Miller is knocked out. Right there, Luis Ortiz. We've already seen what happened to Luis Ortiz. Right there, a lot of heavyweights. Right here, at this point, right here, Dillian White is knocked out right here. In this moment right here, Dillian White is knocked out. AJ is knocked out. All these guys, Joe Joyce, can he take Deontay Wilder's power? We don't really know. Andy Ruiz in this motion, right in this situation right here, bang on the canvas, nailed to the canvas. So hats off to Tyson Fury. All these guys saying, "Oh, this is the way to beat Deontay Wilder." You go in there, yeah, thinking you are gonna beat Deontay Wilder. Right here, all these guys, majority of these guys are knocked out. Dylan ain't slipping that shot. Joyce ain't slipping that shot. AJ ain't slipping that shot. All these men are probably going to find themselves a comfy spot on the canvas. But that's my little breakdown on the fourth round between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. I just thought to do a little thing on it. Since I saw these clips on BT, I said, listen, let me just make a little thing. What did you guys think about Tyson Fury's survival skills? What did you think about the analysis? And let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.